Alright guys, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. But guys, maybe looking like, oh, what the hell? What is this one? Weird background and all this kind of stuff. Nah, bro, I'm standing in the hallway right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make this quick little video for you guys, but I just wanted to make sure that I post a video today. So anyways, I just gotta work. Like I said, I gotta work with the situation. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in, I'm not rich like everybody else, but I'm gonna become rich. You know what I'm talking about? But anyways, today's topic that I wanted to talk about today, guys, all right? Don't mind the background. Just talk to me one-on-one. You know what I'm talking about? Day in my life. Get to know me. But today, guys, like the title of the video says, guys, I didn't have any real friends in high school, all right? You guys may be wondering, what you mean by that? Why? How come? Why you never have friends in high school? So let me tell you guys why, all right? So the reason why I'm standing here, right? It doesn't look, you know what I'm saying? Look at this. But anyways, guys, like I said, guys, the reason why I grew up, okay, so when I was in elementary, middle school, high school, and all this kind of stuff, especially middle and high school, I didn't really have necessarily like a lot of friends because, you know what I'm saying, like I think I was a very introvert back then, right? I was an introvert back then. I was very quiet, I was very timid. I didn't really speak out whenever I have like certain like, okay, like, oh, like what is that called? Like if I have like certain thoughts, I'll be like, okay, oh, we should do them like this. I never really spoke out about that. I was very quiet. I just went along. I go with the flow. I didn't really know myself as well too, right? So anyways, guys, yeah, short story short, the reason why I didn't really have enough friends in high school, I had like several friends, but we're not even friends now. You know what I'm talking about? But like, to be honest, there wasn't necessarily my friends. It's just classmates kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, the reason why it was because I blame this reason, all right? Not blame, but like I'm just saying the reason why was because I was very quiet. I was very timid. But why was I quiet and very timid, all right? So when I was growing up, I went to a private school, right? I went to a private school, a college preparatory slash military high school, whatever kind of stuff. So I was in there for elementary, middle school, and high school. And pretty much when I went over there, it was very, there's all my other classmates, they came from wealthy backgrounds. They came from backgrounds where they had money to go to school. They had money to, the parents was like, like they grew up in rich neighborhoods and all this kind of different stuff. Like one time I went to, when I was in elementary, I had this close friend and pretty much I went to his house, nice house, you know what I'm saying? Backyard, big house, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, backyard, you know what I'm talking about? I didn't even, you know what I'm talking about? I didn't even have my own room. So, pretty much what I'm trying to say it is, when I was going to school, I felt like I was a sorry guys, a misfit. All right, I felt like I was a misfit. Like I was going in there, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was like, "Oh, look at my shoes and all this kind of stuff." Like, all you guys, are you private school students over there? The reason why I went to the private school because you just had to take a test. You had to be some sort of like, you had to be like I'm not gonna specify, but anyways, it was like a compared to other cheaper private schools in Hawaii, this was one of the cheapest ones. And pretty much, yeah, there's like certain requirements. I met the requirements. I took the test. I got in. And I think the tuition for each student was only like $100. Well, for me, it was $100 because you had to do some sort of forms. And pretty much, if you do like certain forms, you meet certain requirements, it was only like $100 a school year. So pretty much it wasn't even that expensive, you know what I'm saying, compared to other like private schools, probably like thousand of tuition. Nah, I don't know. Don't take my word for that. But all I know, my school that I went to wasn't as expensive compared to other private schools. But anyways, a lot of these wealthy kids, these spoiled kids and all that, they went to the same private school that I went to. Of course, they had more money than us. They had, you know what I'm saying, the parents was spoiling their kids and all this kind of stuff. So I felt like I was a misfit, right? So I go in there. I grew up in the not so nice neighborhood of Hawaii. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in like small, all these apartments and all this kind of stuff. And I grew up where, you know what I'm saying, we struggle, like not necessarily struggle, but like I said, I have the basic necessities that I need. That's why I'm very grateful. I'm very blessed. I have a bed over, I have a bed over my head. I have a roof over my head. I have a bed to sleep in. I have all this kind of stuff, right? Hold on, guys. What is this? I thought I heard one. But anyways, guys, I have the basic things, right? I have a phone to record. I have a laptop. I have water bottles. I have water, food, everything to eat, transportation to get to school. And of course, I went to a good educational school. But like I said, guys, I never, I know it's a little bit off topic, but, my perspective, my thinking is I'm not going to be going to college because I know that's not going to make me generational wealth. It's not going to be making me financially free. And it's not going to be making me do all this kind of sort of things. So that's why I'm going to explain this later on. But like I said, I don't agree with going to college right now because where I want to go in life, college can only take me so far. So I decided, you know what, already when I was 14, 15 years old, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna go college because I already know in the back of my head that it's not gonna be making me rich. It's not gonna be making me retire my parents. It's not gonna be making us move out of this house. So that's why I feel like I'm grateful I went to that private school. It made me be like, okay, I had the best of both worlds. I know what it's like to be on the spoiled spectrum in life, but also have a lot of advantages to me. But I also know what it's like to live in like the, you know, like the hood and all this kind of stuff, and you know, the ghetto, and not necessarily the ghetto. I don't like speak down on it, but like, you know what I'm saying, the not so wealthy place in, you know, in the state. You know what I'm talking about? So I know what it's like. I know what it's like. I see my parents, you know what I'm saying? We gotta go paycheck to paycheck, all this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the electric goes out, no more hot water and all this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to be cliche and all this kind of stuff, but I'm just saying that's the brutal realities of the world, and that's what the situation we had to work with, what I had to work with, right? So anyways, I went to school Monday to Friday, come home back into the hood. I'm gonna just call it the hood, right? But anyways, we come back into the hood, and then after that, you know what I'm saying, I just, you know, get neighbors fighting outside, get neighbors, you know, lighting a joint up. I can freaking smell them and shit like that. Stink, right? So anyways, that's why I didn't necessarily have a lot of friends in high school, because we just couldn't relate. We just couldn't talk about real life shit. Every one of those students is very sensitized, right? They didn't know what it's like to struggle. They didn't know what it's like to be mentally strong. Of course, we had a lot of PE programs and all this kind of stuff. We was all physically and fit, but like what I'm saying is there wasn't necessarily like men in a sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking upon the males, the bros to bros, right? I'm not speaking about the females, but I'm talking about the guys. The guys are supposed to be men, right? So these guys, they, you know what I'm saying, they're acting like freaking playing video games. I remember one specific time, one of the students was like, "Oh my gosh." So had these, I was surrounded by all these guys playing video games, right, in school, and pretty much one of these kids was playing like what, like Clash of Clans or some shit, or some video game on like the iPhone or the Nintendo whatever shit, and pretty much just playing video games. One of the kids was getting mad. He was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't beat this level." And then one of the other kids, he was like, "Why are you guys worried about video games? We got other better stuff to worry about. I got homework to worry about." I'm looking at it like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? You see how sensitized these people are? They're not desensitized to what the real world has to offer, which really shows and proves to me that all of these kids don't know what real world is. You know what I'm talking about? They're very spoiled. They're very safe in the house. They're very sheltered. They're very protected. They don't know what it's like to struggle, right? So that's how I was like, oh, bro, these guys, they're going to have a rude awakening, right? You know what I'm talking about? All these guys, they sheltered, pampered, and all this kind of stuff. Never have no real life skills, experiences, or real life shit that they went through, right? When I was growing up, we went through a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying, as a family, you know. So I'm not gonna specify, it's a very personal stuff, but like I said, all my other classmates and my friends and all that in school, they didn't go through any of the shit that I went through, which is why I was like, you know what, I felt very, like, at that time too, I was very quiet, because I was like, I wasn't like as secured on myself, like, you know what I'm saying, I was like, oh, you know, like, I never believe in myself type of thing. But like I said, it got to the point where I just couldn't relate to any of my classmates. They were the type, oh, worried about homework and video games. I get homework is a good thing, you know what I'm saying? If you want to get good grades, go to school. And I believe my philosophy is, no matter what it is, I want to be the best in whatever it is. Even if it's doing homework, if I was back in school, like back then when I was in high school and all that, I never tried, never give a shit, because like I said, I never believed in going to college, and also I just didn't care about any of this stuff, to be honest. Like, I'm just being straight up. My grades could have been way better if I pushed myself, but like I said, I believe I changed my philosophy now. No matter what it is, even if it's a stupid thing like homework or academics or going to class, you gotta do your best, and no matter what it is, I don't give a shit what it is. Even if you're working at Taco Bell, I used to work at Taco Bell, only getting paid 11 an hour. I still made sure I did my best. I was well-rounded. I made sure I was good with every coworker. I stayed double shifts. I learned the morning shift, night shifts, all the different positions. I made sure I was one of the best workers over there, because I believe that even if the pay was low, or even if I wasn't getting paid, I want to make sure that I carry that same work ethic and that same mindset whenever I go in life. So that's why I apply that same work ethic that I acquired when I was working these regular 9-to-5 jobs, stacking the money, learning new life skills, experiences, blah, blah, blah. I apply that to my YouTube channel, right? This is one great example. I'm not getting even paid for my YouTube channel. I barely see 20 views on my video. I barely see anything on my YouTube channel. I'm growing slowly, slow progress, but at least it's some progress. At least it's not, you know what I'm saying, it's not no progress. But like I said, I'm being consistent. I'm still putting in the effort and the work, posting every single day, whether if it's YouTube videos or YouTube shorts, because I got to keep that work ethic. I got to make sure I got to do things that I don't necessarily want to do this, like post every day. And you know what I'm saying, like, even if I'm not getting paid, who the fuck like do something and not get paid? You know what I'm saying? Who does free labor? You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I disciplined myself, and I made sure that my work ethic gonna be carried within that. I make sure that I can apply that to even stuff like my YouTube, getting in the gym, making sure that even if I don't see results or money right away, I got that discipline in me to just keep going. You know what I'm talking about? So that's why I acquired that same, you know, that's my whole like philosophy about homework. But going back to my first point, these students and all that, they're worried about homework, video games. Oh, I can't beat the mission. I can't beat Mortal Kombat number 4. You know what I'm talking about? Or I can't play League of Legends. They were worried about that shit. I was worried about, okay, how I'm gonna retire my parents, how I'm gonna be financially free, how I'm gonna be well-rounded, how I'm gonna be the best, how I'm gonna be more closer to God, how I'm gonna, build my relationships with people, how I'm gonna level up in life, how we gonna worry about eating, today, how gonna make sure that my family taken care of, how we gonna make sure the bills is paid. These kids is not built like me. You know what I'm talking about? Not being cocky and all that. They're not built like me. So that's why when I got in senior year, I'm gonna tell you guys a little story too. When I got in senior year, I was 16 years old, right? Right before senior year in 2019. This is in 2019 now. This is fairly recent. This is fairly recent to me. About 4 years ago. So 2019, I got my first job working landscaping, 16 years old. I had $0 to my name. The only money I had was like, oh, birthday money. Here, $20. That's not money. You know what I'm talking about? So I had, in a sense, $0 to my name, all right? So anyways, I had $0 to my name. I was like, bro, I gotta really focus. I gotta make money. This is it. I'm almost gonna graduate high school. I need to get freaking focused. Because the past couple years, 3 years of my high school career, wasn't focused. Fucking bad grades. I didn't give a shit. I didn't even pay attention to class. I just barely got by. I was physically in shape. I was sick. We did a lot of sports, a lot of bathlons, all this kind of stuff. But in a sense, I wasn't pushing myself to my full potential. So I said, you know what? Frick all this shit, frick making friends, frick all this kind of stuff. What I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna level myself up first before I even give a shit what other people think. So what I did, 16 years old, right? This was June 2019 when I was still 16, right? I was like, okay, the summer before senior year, I was like, okay, I got my first job working landscaping. Every day I would go landscaping, cutting grass, driving golf carts, driving forklifts, leaf blowing, cleaning the properties, painting roads and curbs, cleaning the fish ponds, opening, all this kind of different skills, right? I acquired when I was only 16 years old, stacking up money, gaining life skills, gaining life experiences, working from the scratch, from the bottom, from the scratch to the up, you know what I'm talking about? So I was working there. Then after that, in June, we started football practice too. I was also playing football that year. I was like, you know what? I grew up playing football, but I never played sports and all that like throughout my high school career. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna join the football team, the varsity football squad. You know what I'm talking about? So anyways, I wasn't the best and all that, but anyways, I joined. We had tryouts, yeah, all this kind of stuff. We had football camp throughout June. So I was working and also was playing football. July comes, working, playing football. Then August finally went back to school. So Monday to Friday, I was going to school 6 a.m. I leave the house 6 a.m. School started at 7:30 a.m. Catch the bus up to school, attend school, do whatever I have to do. School ends at 3 p.m. After that, I went down to football practice 4 to like 6:30 p.m. Come home by 7 p.m. Eat dinner, do my homework, do all this kind of stuff. I also was in a lot of college dual credit classes, so my GPA went up. You know what I'm talking about? I was taking my academic serious too. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking make sure I make the best year for my senior year. You know what I'm talking about? I'm going all out. Academic wise, sports wise, working wise, etc. Leveling up as a person. So, anyways, I was doing that. I was working, grinding, etc. Football finally ended in like November-ish, I believe so. The season ended. You know what I'm saying? We lost the championships. Anyways, after that, got football out the way. So, anyways, I was pretty much I was working. No, I was going to school Monday to Friday. Then I was working Saturday, Sundays in the morning. All this kind of shenanigans at my landscaping job. Finally, in February, I got my second job, right? I was like, I need more money. You know what I'm talking about? I need more money. And, graduation is coming up soon. It's already February. We a couple more months. I got me and my boy, my best friend, my cousin. We applied to Taco Bell. So I work in Taco Bell. And I got hired in like March. The store opened. It was like renovating Taco Bell. And so finally it opened. They took me in March. And that's when, of course, the pandemic lockdown hit. So I never have school. I had online school but like I said, I was like, oh shit, what if I get laid off? What if, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, we gonna work with the situation. We gonna work at Taco Bell. All right. Essential job. This is an essential job. So anyways, I was working Monday to Sunday, Taco Bell, double shifting, working, blah, blah, blah. Saturday, Sunday mornings, I'll be working landscaping. May comes, I graduate high school, by school. Didn't give a shit. I didn't like school anyways. Say bye to all my classmates. All these guys worried about video game. And all these kids going to college. I already know at the back of my head, I never let go college because going to get me a massive death. Being my own entrepreneur, boss, business owner, making millions of dollars I would not achieve that through college, just being straight up. You know what I'm saying? All these guys, they think, I'm going to college, you're going to get one good job. Okay, have fun. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be a massive death by the time that you graduate college. You're gonna be having zero skills, life experiences, blah blah blah. You still gonna be acting like a little boy. You know what I'm talking about? So, anyways, I can go further into specifications, but I had another video talking about college. You guys can go check that out. I'm gonna leave that in my description below. But anyways, guys, I was grinding, saved up almost 40K in my bank account, spent it on a car, $5,000 on an old 2002 Civic car. With that car, I was working different jobs. I applied at my old high school. I was working at restaurants, dish rooms. I was working at Taco Bell. I was doing Mercari, side hustles, DoorDash, Uber Eats. What else was I doing? I was working at Enterprise, and I was working at all these different kind of jobs. Anyways, guys, like I said, now that I saved up as much money as I can, stacked up a lot of money, I made like 50K in my bank account just from saving money and working every day consistently and just stacking up money and all this kind of stuff. I saved up all that money, used that money to invest into other things, such as like if I wanted to travel, for my girlfriend, paying bills, like my car. Like I just bought this new iPhone because my other phone was like something shit was acting up. I already have money to my name, right? No death, none of that shit. Just money, right? Strictly money. But not only did I use that money for, to make me more money. You know what I'm saying? Like if I wanted to pay for YouTube ads, I have money to invest into my businesses that will make me more money, right? Not only that, but I acquired a lot of life skills, experiences, connections, all this kind of stuff, which a lot of my classmates and a lot of the college kids lack nowadays, right? They don't have any skills. You guys can argue and debate with me. They will not win the argument, all right? They can rebuttal. They can be like, oh, well, in college, I learned how to live on my own. No, you didn't. You're living with other people. You're not paying rent. You're not paying bills. You're not having to pay for a car. You have a strict schedule. You have food courts. Yeah, if you wanted to work, you could work on campus and all this kind of shenanigans. You're not living on your own. You're just living away from your parents. You get dormitories, you get your roommates, you get laundromat. Stop playing with me. Stop talking shit. You know what I'm talking about? Anyways, you guys don't know what it's like to live on your own. You guys have zero life skills, zero experiences, $0 to name, massive death, thinking that, oh, I'm gonna come out of college with all these kind, oh my gosh, my university and all this kind of stuff. I get one good job. Well, you're already in massive debt. That's not financial freedom to me. You know what I'm saying? Because the reason why I'm being so like serious and harsh on this, because one of my classmates, one of my so-called friends, he was saying, oh, in order to get a good life, you need to go to college. Okay, buddy. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, keep living in fantasy world. And not only that, but I believe that even if you work on regular 9 to 5 job, I love 9 to 5 jobs, made me a lot of money, new life skills. Like I said, I'm not gonna be content with that for the rest of my life. I wanna be my own boss. I wanna make millions of dollars, be financially free, bring generational wealth, etc. But if you work on regular job in one company, they don't own you. You know what I'm talking about? If you speak up, oh, I will write you up. Talk to HR. If you go against HR gonna back up their bosses and all this kind of stuff. The company don't want to look bad. Or if you gotta go ahead and fucking, I'm not even gonna say it, but like, you know what I'm talking about, especially when what you had to do in 2020 to 2021, how it's mandatory to do something. Not gonna even say what it is, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you guys get what I mean. If you're forced to do something and you don't like comply and abide, then goodbye to your job. You're owned, right? You can't speak up. No freedom of voice. Wait, voice of freedom, I mean. Not being financially free. You gotta work Monday to Friday, be stuck in traffic every single day. You gotta come home, do the same shit every day. You only can travel once a year on a paid vacation. You gotta wait a year to take your paid vacation. In fact, all this kind of shenanigans, right? All this kind of bullshit shit. So anyways, like I said, I could go into more specifications upon this, but I believe that college will not get you a good life. It only could take you so far, but it'll hold you back to a degree because it'll only put you in, like I said, it only could take you so far. You'll be like this. Can't even see my finger. But you'll be stuck right there forever. You're not gonna go up here. I know a lot of 40, 50-year-olds trying to freaking still pay off their debt and all this kind of stuff, and whatever that they majored in, they're not even doing it. That's not even the career now. So anyways, good luck to them. Yeah, I don't believe in all that kind of stuff, but like I said, the whole point of that was, I'm just saying, like, a lot of these people, they don't understand the going back to my first major point. All of these kids, the reason why I was so quiet, I didn't have friends in my life when I was in high school, was because I just couldn't relate to them. I couldn't relate. Like, you see how they think, you see how they operate. I'm like, bro, you guys are so sensitized to the world. You guys are so, you know what I'm saying, very close-minded, small-minded, only believe in certain things, not willing to expand your horizons. And I said, okay, that's your guys' fault. That's your guys' problem. If you guys want to be stuck in that category and boat for the rest of your life, that's on you guys. You know what I'm talking about? So anyways, I'm so glad I'm out of high school. I'm so glad I'm away from all these kind characters and these people that I've encountered throughout my school life and all this kind of stuff. like, bro, I'm having fun right now in my outside of high school, life after high school. You know, I'm talking about working jobs, meeting new people, making money, building my businesses, getting cars, traveling the world, all this kind of different stuff, hanging out with my girls, my boys, all this kind of different stuff. I'm having fun. This is like a video game to me. This is GTA 5 for me, GTA 6. You know what I'm talking about? Imagine GTA 6. You go, like, what's the whole point of GTA? You go in there, when you go on GTA Online, you go in a game, you're level 1, you can get to level 100. When you get to level 100, in order to get there, and all this kind of stuff, you gotta do missions, you gotta make money. In order to get one nice car in GTA, you gotta make more money, all this kind of different stuff, you gotta hustle. And so pretty much you're starting from the ground zero, level 1, to get to level 1,000. So pretty much my life is GTA. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got all these kind of different skills. Like, you got to learn how to shoot, learn how to drive. You know what I'm saying? And I swear, GTA 5, right? They have those meters where, like, you could level up your shooting skills, your driving skills. Like, I think I never played a game like for a while. Like, I never checked like all this kind of stuff. But there's like stats where there's like, oh, shooting skill, driving abilities, stamina, money, etc. And pretty much you could level that up. So that's me right now, GTA 6. I'm right here leveling up whatever it is: finances, businesses, relationships, driving skills, gun range, boxing, making money. I just said that, life skills, all this kind of different stuff. I'm making sure that I'm leveling up and I'm being the best version that I could be. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I just wanted to talk a little bit story with you guys and get you guys to know me a little bit more. But I'll see you guys for another video. Like I said, guys, I make a lot of entertaining videos. I'm posting every single day, but some of the times I really want to focus on the motivational stuff. Oh shit, what the hell? I want to really focus on the motivational, inspiring people, all this kind of stuff. I feel like that's what I want my channel to be like this, but I gotta blow up my channel first to gain an audience. So I gotta make all these kind of clickbait videos, these YouTube shorts, talking shit and all this kind of stuff. But after that, guys, when we get an audience, we're gonna be serious. We're gonna implement all these kind of motivational, all this kind of stuff, you know, life advice kind of thing. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys stay tuned for more videos. I'll be posting every day. I'll see you guys for another video. Yes, sir, my brothers. Chee-hoo.